A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, U.S. President Donald Trump has announced his intention to seek a swift ruling from the Supreme Court regarding the legality of his administration's tariffs. Speaking from the Oval Office on September 2, 2025, Trump expressed urgency, stating, "We're going to be going to the Supreme Court, we think tomorrow, because we need an early decision." This announcement follows a recent 7-4 ruling by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, which upheld a lower court's decision that deemed many of Trump's tariffs illegal, asserting that he had exceeded his authority by invoking emergency economic powers. Despite the ruling, the appeals court allowed the tariffs to remain in place until mid-October, providing Trump a window to escalate the matter to the Supreme Court. Trump's administration has been adamant about the necessity of these tariffs, claiming they are crucial for the U.S. economy. "If you took away tariffs, we could end up being a third-world country," he warned, emphasizing the potential economic fallout should the Supreme Court side against his administration. The president also pointed to the stock market's recent downturn, attributing it to the uncertainty surrounding the tariffs, stating, "The stock market needs the tariffs. They want the tariffs." Since reclaiming the presidency, Trump has utilized the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to impose tariffs on nearly all U.S. trading partners, establishing a baseline rate of 10% and higher rates on various economies, including the European Union and Japan. The implications of the Supreme Court's decision could be far-reaching, not only affecting tariffs, but also potentially unraveling trade agreements that Trump has recently secured with these nations. In a follow-up statement on September 3rd, Trump indicated that if the Supreme Court rules against his administration, the U.S. might have to reconsider the trade deals it has made with countries such as the European Union, Japan, and South Korea. He expressed concern that losing the case would leave the U.S. economically vulnerable, saying, "Our country has a chance to be unbelievably rich again. It could also be unbelievably poor again. If we don't win that case, our country is going to suffer so greatly, so greatly." Trump's comments mark a significant moment in his presidency, as they suggest that the future of U.S. trade policy hangs in the balance. He insisted that the tariffs have been instrumental in negotiating favorable trade deals, claiming, "We made a deal with the European Union where they're paying us almost $1 trillion, and you know what? They're happy. It's done. These deals are all done. I guess we'd have to unwind them." As the nation braces for what could be a landmark Supreme Court case, the stakes are high for both the Trump administration and the U.S. economy. The outcome could reshape the landscape of international trade for years to come, and many are watching closely to see how this legal battle unfolds. With the president's insistence on the importance of tariffs to the U.S. economy, the ramifications of the Supreme Court's ruling will undoubtedly be felt across various sectors and could influence the upcoming elections as well. In the coming days, as the Supreme Court prepares to hear the case, tensions are likely to rise, with both supporters and critics of Trump's tariff policies gearing up for a heated debate. The resolution of this case will not only define Trump's legacy, but also set a precedent for how the U.S. government can wield economic power in the future. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this developing story and bring you the latest updates on the Supreme Court's decision and its implications for American trade policy. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.